life I offer to the Lord for peace in the world and for fraternity among peoples. Pope Francis concludes his will or testament. Meantime, tributes and messages of condolences keep pouring in for the death of Pope Francis. In its message, the International Organization for Migration has expressed its profound sorrow at the passing of His Holiness Pope Francis, whose pontificate, it says, was marked by unwavering moral leadership in defense of human dignity and the rights of migrants and the most vulnerable. Monsignor Robert Vitillo is the former Secretary General of the International Catholic Migration Commission, who is now advisor to the Vatican's dicastery for promoting integral human development. Monsignor Vitillo spoke to Vatican Radio, reacting to the death of Pope Francis.
Well, what stands out most for me is his leadership in advocacy, and in not just advocacy, but actually building relationships with the most marginalized groups of people in the world, and trying to help others understand that every single human person is a child of God, built in God's image, and deserves to be included within the communities. Of course, as one who served for many years at Caritas Internationalis, and then at the International Catholic Migration Commission, it stands out so much to me that the Holy Father was such an advocate of refugees and migrants and displaced persons and survivors of human trafficking throughout the world.
Monsignor Robert Vitillo, former Secretary General of the International Catholic Migration Commission, who is now advisor to the Vatican's dicastery for promoting integral human development. The Vatican on Tuesday published a preface written by the late Pope Francis on February 7th to a book on old age written by Cardinal Angelo Scola, the Archbishop Emeritus of Milan. The book is entitled Awaiting a New Beginning, Reflections on Old Age. The volume, published by the Vatican Publishing House, will be available in bookstores starting on Thursday, April 24th. Lisa Zengarini reports.
Throughout his pontificate, Pope Francis often spoke about the intrinsic value and role of old age, criticizing our modern throwaway society where elderly people are instead considered a burden and discarded. In his preface to Cardinal Scola's new book, the late Pope echoes these sentiments. One of the central points of his reflection is the reclaiming of the word old. Pope Francis commends Cardinal Scola for using the term unapologetically, rejecting the modern cultural tendency to view old age as a period of decline or irrelevance. To say old, he says, does not mean to be thrown away, as a degraded throwaway culture sometimes leads us to believe. In fact, the late Pope argues that being old should be associated with valuable qualities like experience, wisdom, discernment, and the ability to listen, traits that are deeply needed in today's world and are crucial in guiding younger generations. The real issue, the preface continues, is how one grows old. If the stage of life during which we experience reduced strength is accepted with a sense of gratitude and appreciation, he says, then even old age becomes a season of life, fruitful and capable of radiating goodness. I am Lisa Zengarini.
You are tuned to the Daily Africa service of Vatican Radio.